Hi everybody, today I am going to be planning out the week of Monday, November 4th through Sunday, November 10th, 2019 in my Erin Condren horizontal planner. It's my fake Thanksgiving week when my whole family shows up for Thanksgiving, and I am going to be using this kit. It's not designed for the horizontal, but I'll see if I can make it work, from Cricut Paper Co. It's their Apple of My Eye collection. I got it from them when I was in Portland for the candy shop. As I do, I get a couple drinks in and I buy a bunch of kits from Cricut Paper Co. That's become a West Coast planner's tradition for me, it seems. I've got some washi from my collection. This leaves one that I've had for years. I got it from like a washi co-op buy a long time ago that I love using in the fall, but I also don't want to run out of. And then I've got just this plain kind of red that matches this kit and a wood looking situation. So that's what I'm going to use. I've got a lot to do. I've got my power sheets and my list off to the side. This week is crucial because I need to get a freelance project wrapped up. I need to get a bunch of work done for the shop because I finally decided that the opening date's going to be Black Friday. And I need to get all of the videos and stuff ready for the next week because my family is going to be in town this weekend. I want to stop working after Thursday. And I won't be able to get working again until likely Wednesday because my grandma's going to be staying with me until Tuesday afternoon. My kids are at their dad's. At least I have that going for me until Friday at least. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is cover up kind of the top here because I know I'm going to divide this piece in half and then put another washi on top. But the washi on top is going to be this leaves one and it's transparent, so I don't want the November part to show through. I know I'm going to put this little guy across the bottom here and then cover this up with one of these full boxes, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet there. So I'm going to ignore that for now and just get the top washi tape taken care of with this green. So I need to divide this in half, which means I need to use a ruler. My favorite thing in the world is to use a ruler. Can you tell that I am being facetious? I decided to try using scissors instead of slicing through my desk like I did before. I have no idea if that was a good idea or not. I mean, it seems pretty straight. I can put the scissory part on top. That way the other washi will cover up any like bogusness that I created, because it is entirely possible that I created some bogusness, let's just say. Random aside, that has nothing to do with planning, but it just has everything to do with, you know, me. I figured I'd talk a little bit, do a little rambling. I didn't dress up this year. I mean, Jesse wore a bacon costume to work. They had like a group food situation, like an inside joke that they did for his marketing team. RJ went to school as, is this gonna work across the top or is that too big? I don't care if it's too big. I'm putting it down anyway. I like this washi tape too much. So RJ went to school as a unicorn. He wore a unicorn onesie that ripped because it was too small for him, but it fit him. It was like skin tight on him, but it was the biggest one we could find. He wore Jesse's bacon costume for trick-or-treating with his friends. He goes trick-or-treating with the same friends every year. They have a great neighborhood for it. We got exactly one group of trick-or-treaters, and it was some middle schoolers who I think had just left like the after-school program because we're across the street from the school. There are so many good neighborhoods for trick-or-treating right in our vicinity that aren't my neighborhood. We like never get trick-or-treaters. So every year I buy candy just in case. Now we're just left with a bunch of candy, which is why I buy the good candy. I don't buy like garbage like candy corn. If you like candy corn, I apologize, but not really. Fucking sweet tarts or some shit. So you know how most bags have like a bunch of good shit and then like something nasty? One of the bags I saw had like Butterfingers and Twixes and yummy things. And then it had like Gobstoppers. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? But this one was mostly good. It had Milky Ways and Snickers and M&Ms and other M&Ms and I think 3 Musketeers or something. Anyhow, so it was a good bag of candy, but now we have a shit ton of it. And then Kat went to a Halloween party. It was their first high school Halloween party, and I was dropping them off and was like, make good choices, because, you know, I trust my kid. I went to a few parties thrown by choir and drama kids when I was in high school, and I'm not completely, you know, blind. So how am I going to do this? I think I'm going to do it like this. I wonder how big the numbers are. Oh, I see. You're supposed to put it on this thing. Is that even? It's hard to tell because the little sticker itself is not even. That's not even. Okay, whatever. Here we go. This is the time when I'm like, should I have tweezers? No. For some, I'm going to tell you, like I know some people use tweezers for their stickers and I don't. And my biggest reason for not using tweezers is kind of silly. You're going to laugh at me. But my biggest reason for not using tweezers is not because like, you know, I don't want to, or it's like a ruler, too much work. It's because part of me feels like if I start using tweezers specifically for putting stickers down, that I have gone too far in my plannering. Like that's the limit I'm setting for myself. You know, all the washi in the world, no big deal. Cover my planner with left-handed writing for the entertainment of the internet, no big deal. But God forbid you use tweezers that you have specifically for that purpose. Because I do own a couple pairs of tweezers, but both of them I use to pluck like my mom mustache and my mom chin hairs. And I know it's not just moms who get them. So, but like, that's how I always feel like my kids have caused the whiskers to grow out of my chin, my chinny chin. Every once in a while, I will pluck an eyebrow hair, but my eyebrows for the most part are decently shaped. So thankfully I don't have to mess with them, which is good because I don't know if I could do that without my glasses on. I'd probably wind up looking permanently surprised. I don't want to use like my tweezers that I use on my face on stickers. So I'm not going to buy more tweezers for that. But of course one day I might decide to do that. And then you guys are all going to be like, ha ha, Cindy, once again, you said you weren't ever going to do something like get a cat. Now you're doing it. This is very rambly. It's going to be very rambly though. I am super frazzled. So this weekend, the day I'm filming this is Friday and it's the first day of November. It's big game day here in my town. My kid is playing tonight. My other kid is going to a retreat this weekend, so I have to drop him off at the carpool, and then I'm picking up on Sunday. This weekend, we also have to get the gutters up on our house. I have to finish cleaning the garage out. We have to finish the kitchen up, which shouldn't be that bad. We're going to go to IKEA and pick up all the stuff for like the corner booth. We have to get that done this weekend as well because the rest of the week I need to spend working and then getting shopping and stuff done for the Thanksgiving. Shouldn't have volunteered to carpool, but honestly, I was the best option. The other two parents, one of them is driving on Friday night because their kid doesn't go to the same height. One of them's driving tonight because their kid doesn't go to the same school as my kid and one of the other siblings of the kids going tonight to the retreat. Okay, let me see if I can say this in a way that makes total sense. Or more sense than how I'm rambling. Of the kids going to the retreat tonight, 2 of them have older siblings that are in the marching band at my high school and that are playing tonight at Big Game, which is a big deal. So the 2 of us, the 2 families, don't want to be the ones to drive the kids to the retreat because it's in Sacramento, which means that it's going to be like an hour and a half in traffic at least to drop them off tonight, and we wind up missing a chunk, probably missing the halftime show. There's one of our families who has a kid going to the retreat, whose kids go to a different school, and it's a school that is not at all involved in Big Game, so they're driving tonight. The problem is that on Sunday, if they're carpooling tonight, they can't carpool on Sunday. And of the other 2 kids going to the retreat, one of them's parents teach religious education at our church, so they need to be there on Sunday. So I am the one who is left over, and I've also benefited a lot from the carpooling, so I don't mind doing the carpooling. It's just going to be a really busy weekend. Okay, with all that rambling being said, thank you for sticking through it. I am going to white out all of these little fuckers. I'm going to block these off for blood pressure and meal plans, and then I think I'm going to put my weather, because Cricut Paper Code does, I can't even talk. Cricut Paper Code does those one things, right? Yes, these. I think I'm going to put one of these down here for the weather to fill up part of the thing that's going to be not covered by this. Did that make any sense? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. That way I can cover this up and have it still be useful. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put one here and one of the just image blocks here and then do the washi in the middle. That might actually look pretty cool. We'll talk about that when we get there. But for now, let's get some washing and so on and so forth done. All right, so I got my blood pressure and meal plans all marked in. Oh, hi, Mark. And then I put down this washi tape for RJ Bean at his retreat this weekend. That is not the weekend he is at the retreat. God damn it. But that is when fake Thanksgiving weekend is happening, so we'll just use it for that. I'm losing my shit, you guys. I am losing my shit. Okay, so I'm using the Via Beautiful pen. I never know how she has you pronounce it because I'm really into like the fine gel points right now. And the pen I'm using for stickers is the Sakura Micro Perm 03. And this is my Michael's Artist Loft palette knife that I use to cut washi. Does that include everything? Am I good? Did I get everything? Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple minutes and put in my meal plans for the week. I'm not going to do the weather yet. I think I'm still going to do the way I said I was, but I'm going to wait for a little bit to figure out if that's something I really want to do. So pasta, pizza, either of these two things are probably interchangeable because this is just when family's in town, so easy dinners. Fake Thanksgiving or faux Thanksgiving as we call it. Chicken and green beans, skillet, taco truck, grilled cheese soup, and then we're going to have a date night on Thursday, hopefully. So there is my meal plan all put in, and now I think we can start, or I can start putting in my weekly shit. Like I said, I have a lot going on. I've already got a bunch of stuff on here. I basically know everything I need to do work-wise for these 4 days, and if it goes relatively according to plan, I should be good. But there are many things I have to finish this week, so here's fingers crossed that I don't have a shitty health week to deal with. Now, one of the things that I need to do this week as well, and it's something I kind of took into account during my pre-planning, and P.S., if you would like a dedicated video about my pre-planning process, like how I really think about my week, because I do that before I get on camera, otherwise I'd lose my shit. If you want a video about that, let me know. I think I've done one in the past, but I could always update it. I also have somewhere in the house each week that I want to kind of tackle over the course of the week. So if I can get a little bit of cleaning done every day, then by the time the weekend hits, I can focus on the major things. I hate having people come over and feeling like my house is not clean. It just bugs the shit out of me. I'm going to try and avoid that this time around by planning ahead. Whether that happens or not, who fucking knows, right? On Monday, basically, what do I have? My top priorities that day. I have a Patreon post that needs to go up, post for the podcast. I need to work on one of my freelance projects that needs to be finished this week. I need to do a bunch of video editing for the upcoming weeks. I have 2 paintings to finish, and I want to wrap up at least one of them by Monday. And then the thing I want to clean is the kids' bathroom. So I'm going to get that all put in first. So I wanted to layer this, like, you know, munchkin at her desk with a post that I want to, that thing that I need to work on that particular day. But then I realized it's going to cover half of the half box. That's kind of a waste. So why don't I just use an event size sticker and then layer on top of it? Look at me. I'm conserving stickers. Aren't you proud? See, look, now I've kind of made my own little sticker there. Isn't that fabulous? And not only did I make my own little sticker, but true to form for me, I made it crooked. Now I know the Cricut Paper Co. stickers are repositionable, but the Munchkin ones are not so much. So there, that kind of fixed it. Whatever. I left a little bit of room up at the top for anything that comes up between now and then, but I've got my painting, all the different things here, and that's a Krissyanne Designs sticker. So I was saying that my high schooler went to their first high school Halloween party, and that made me feel super old. Jesse and I stayed home and had like snacky dinner. We had like cheese and baguette and some fruit and things like that, and watched the new Child's Play remake movie, which I will tell you right now, as a horror fan, a longtime fan of the Child's Play movies, I really liked what they did with it. I thought that they did it their own way and didn't try to redo the whole Charles Lee Ray situation. Regular Chucky, like Charles Lee Ray, Brad Dourif Chucky, is always my boy, but I did enjoy it, and it was pretty funny and very gruesome. There were a couple of super cringy moments, so I enjoyed it. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. This has been Cindy's short horror film reviews. Tuesday, I need to do some filming for some future videos. A little bit of filming, not too much. Some filming. I need to do a couple of things for my patrons that are not coming out for another week or so, but again, I need to get them done in advance. So some pre-work for my patrons. I need to do a post for my patrons that day. I want to clean the living room, and the majority of Tuesday I want to spend wrapping up my paintings, because for this all to work, for me to be able to do the rest of the work I want to do this week, my paintings need to be finished at the end of Tuesday. I use the washi tape with a full box or half box here for my finishing of paintings to indicate that I need that to be the most of my day. But then I've got everything else on here as well. And then we have Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be dedicated to the shop, which is why I need the painting to be finished on Tuesday. I need to wrap up making the prints. I've already made the prints and tested them for 90% of my work, but I'll need to do it for the final paintings. I need to work on some of doing some images that I'm going to need to print on to make postcards for the paintings to be able to have those as well. And then I need to do some ordering of packaging. I want to see if I can find, I'm probably going to have to do plastic to hold the actual prints to protect them, but I'd like for at least the envelopes and everything else to be made from recycled materials if possible. And so I need to take a big look to find what I can find there. I also have a patron live that day at 2 p.m. And the thing I want to get done for my house is cleaning out like the fridge and the pantry so that they're ready for all of the food I'm going to put into them. You know, it's funny. Everybody always tells me when I'm doing like bullet journal videos, like, how do you draw freehand straight lines? Well, they're not really that straight, but from far away, I guess they look freehanded and straight. People are like, how can you do that? Well, how is it that I can draw a free-handed line fairly straight when I'm trying, but I can't seem to put a sticker down straight for the goddamn life of me for the first time? I'm trying to leave a little bit of room every single day to basically remind myself that shit does happen. But I have my Patreon live. I also remember I'm probably going to have to doing laundry at that point because these couple of days I will be doing some stuff that requires filming. It's hard to do laundry. If I get on top of our laundry that day, then on Friday I can do sheets and towels and have those ready for our house guests. Here's my list of stuff to do for the shop. Do I like how I layered this? I don't even know. Is it even straight? Kind of. Relatively straight. I kind of like it. Like it's like little flag post, and I kind of don't. Anyway, that's basically how it's going to have to be, though. Thursday, the last work day. Last work day. I'm going to need to like plan my week out for after the Thanksgiving week and get that like filmed and edited. I am going to need to wrap up this project and get it all sent off on Thursday. Hopefully I won't have that much left to do after the work on Monday. I need to do inbox 0 and get it set up for being out of the office for like the long weekend for me. I need to schedule the following week. And then I also, with any time I have left over, need to start doing some work on the website for the shop. That's kind of the last priority because I can keep working on that after. And then we're also going to have a date night on Thursday night to kind of prep for everybody hitting town. Basically Thursday is full, but that like is pretty much what I expected as it's the last real day of work. Now we're getting into the actual weekend of family getting here. So I'm gonna have to put something up here to put in like fake Thanksgiving. I should do that. Friday. What do we got on Friday? Friday is going to be a really like logistical kind of day. I don't know. One of my sisters might be arriving on Friday, but I'm not entirely certain yet. I think my uncle is arriving on Friday as well. I'm kind of behind on all my preparations this year. I am going to need to do big grocery shopping on Friday. I need to get all of the towels and sheets and everything ready for house guests. That's going to be my household thing that day. I need to pick up the tables and chairs. The kids are going to be back after school that day, and they're going to need to clean their rooms and any last minute errands before people show up. So a couple of the big things then would be the kids are back and they need to do their rooms, and I need to like break down my desk area now that I'm done with work for the week, because we need to move everything back to have a room in the living room and the dining room. This is something we do every year, which is part of why I need everything to be done, because my desk is basically going to be unusable until Tuesday. I decided I didn't like that orange color over here, so I swapped it out for a red one. Losing lettering chicken. I'm really taking advantage of these reusable stickers today, aren't I? Reusable stickers for the win. All right, so I got everything on here, and I'm leaving a healthy amount of room because I'm going to know there's going to be fucking crises that come up. I just know there will be. Saturday family should be showing up. I'm going to put down here for like the big thing. Kat has a musical, like where is it? I'll use this little puppy here. It's a band review, kind of like a parade / competition, but it's here in town. And the nice part is, it's anybody who's in town already for Thanksgiving is going to be able to go and see it, which will be really nice because, you know, they don't get to see Kat play marching band stuff very often. So I'm going to like really highlight this because that is a big event that day. We're going to start cooking. You have to get the garage set up, and I'm going to try and record a podcast with my sisters that day as well. And I think this is where I'm going to start laying down the full box stickers. I've been if you didn't notice in the earlier like situations, I did overlap them into the margins. I don't always do that because I don't like the look of it, but I'm going to do it this time around because why in the actual fuck not, right? It's my fucking planner. I can do what I want to. Hashtag do what I want. You're not the boss of me. And then maybe down here on the bottom, slap a slappity slap, a situation, because everything's a situation in this house. Almost thought I was going to lose lettering chicken again, but there we go. Set up garage and start cooking. And then finally we get to Sunday, the day of fake Thanksgiving, which is basically all there is cooking, fake Thanksgiving. Grandma's going to get there. That's basically it. I am going to put a little coffee cup in the morning. I don't know what time we're supposed to wake up. We haven't figured that out yet to get the turkey in. I'll put wake up time, leave that blank until I figure out what that is. And then maybe I'll pick up donuts or something as well for that morning to feed us while we're, we eat major cheese and drink lots of booze while we're actually cooking, but that'll be my morning routine, donuts. Exclamation points always do a good job filling in if you misjudged how much room you need to letter. And then I think I'm going to do, like I said, two things. One for meal plans or one for weather on this side, and one that's just like a basic ass piece of shit on the other side. I'm gonna put this apple cider one down because even though it's regular apple cider, I want to pretend that it's hard cider because I will be drinking, whether it's hard cider or not, I will be drinking something with my family. Hey, look, it also kind of matches the washi strip. Hell yeah, that is so goddamn crooked. Oh my god. Here's my weather, and I think this is my planner for the week. Yeah, I like that, and that's pretty. Anyway, I'm excited for this week, but also a little bit overwhelmed. Holy shit. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What is one of your favorite date nights? I don't know what Jesse and I are going to do. We're probably just going to go out to dinner, then come home and watch a movie, because that's basically all we do. But if you have something you like to do for a date night, whether it's with a significant other or maybe it's just a date night with yourself, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.